All right, well, it's super windy, but I'm gonna show you how to fix if your door does not, when you pull like this and it does not come undone anymore. What that means is that you have to replace these little things at the end on here for your door latch. So what I did is I took mine apart, went inside. It says I have a Ford van, 2005 Ford E150 van. So I took the panel off, and on the inside is just to get access to it. And these cables are on top up here. This one, there'd be a little latch there I'm going to put in place. And at the bottom too, I'm going to put a new one in there too. These are already taken out, but anyway, when you open the door, these little balls, they go behind here, and you can see where they would attach right inside there. And when you pull this, the cable pulls and releases on this, and then your door gets released from there. So that's the concept. So what I'm going to do is I bought these online. This is a very, very common problem for Ford vans and for, I guess, cars in general, because all it is just a little cheap piece of plastic. So this part fits right inside of here, and then that essentially this part cracks. Is what happens. That cracks, and then it breaks it, and then this is where the tension is created on there. So what I did is I did buy 2 new cables, but what I'm going to do instead, I think, is these are these little cable lock ends, and this is more of a metal type, or I got these on Amazon, and this fits inside there, and then this sits in the slot, and it's supposed to be a little bit more sturdy and should last a little bit longer than the other cheap little plastic ones. But I did buy the other plastic ones just in case that this doesn't work. But anyway, so this is going to fit. So there's a little, see that in there? So this would fit inside here. This cable goes inside that little slot, and then you twist it, and then that's going to create the tension to do in there. So this is just a little insert piece. If this doesn't work, then I also did buy 2 brand new cables I can use from Amazon. But the reason I'm not using those is because yeah, this cable is a pain in the butt, the little ball end. I don't even want to try to get that out of there. So I think the silver piece is much easier than trying to maneuver that ball out of there and then trying to get this new ball inside of there. So I'm gonna put these on here right now, and on the top and bottom and inside the handle. So I have 4 of them. So 1, 2, 3. I'm looking at the handles. 2, 3, and at the bottom is 4. I'm gonna put 4 of these on there, and that should fix my problem. So now I have to put this one inside here. It has to go on this cable on the inside. Anyway, it just fits over the top of this. I have to pull this back and pull this out, and then get that in there. Now the tricky thing in this, so I did order a new one of these. This is the new handle. However, it's got 2 divots on there, and I don't feel like divoting, so I'm just going to show you what I have to do. So this piece has to fit inside of there. This is a clip, so I'm going to have to, on the inside, pull this back. One side's lower, and then you basically press these 2 ends together, then move it up, and then this fits on the inside. That's what it's going to do. So I have to do that on the inside of my door over there. So lucky you have a chance to see this. So this goes over the cable, fits inside there, twist it, and then that applies the pressure on there. So I have to move this part up so that this end fits inside. So here's the bottom one. I'm going to crack this off with the screwdriver. This one, the top one, the cable is actually thicker. This cable is the same, it looks like, on both ends. And the new ones I ordered, which I'm not going to use because I just can't get this ball. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the ball fit through the locking mechanism. That little ball has to fit all the way through there, so I'm just going to take this off and then put a new silver one on. But anyway, yeah, there can never be that easy. So this one, the cable was too thick to put a ball on the end of it. I put a ball on this side, but this one was much thicker than that one, which was a total surprise for me. Anyway, I'm going to take all that to say, I'm going to take this off, the plastic part off, and then put a new ball, the silver piece, where that is instead. I could have actually been done with this super fast, but this thicker cable on this ball is going to set me back. My dilemma: either I try to get this piece pulled back to get a silver piece on there, or I ditch this whole thing. I do have a new cable for it, and I take this out again, and I try to finagle this thing out of there and put a new one in there, which I've never done before either. So I'm so close to having this done. I just don't know what's easier, to strip this back and that metal, which I don't really have the tools for, or to take this off again and try to put this new one in there. So I'm gonna decide that right now. Okay, the moment of truth. That is up in there. And this is all put together down there. The slots in the back, push it together, are actually pretty easy. I'm gonna go slow on this and taking any chances. I'm gonna put it back together soon, but yeah, I'm just gonna go slow on this. And then hopefully when I open it, it will come undone. So let's see what happens. Okay, it's open and uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Well, I'll have to figure something out. But anyway, we're closer. All right, so a quick update on changing out my lock, or the latch in my Ford E150 2004 side door, left side. I did break down, I shouldn't say break down, but I did finally just went on Amazon and I purchased a new top latch, which I should have done initially. Probably would have saved me a couple of days with labor and whatever else. But I mean, you don't know what you don't know, and I don't do these every day. So the reason I had to order this was because maybe you'll have this problem. I did order cables originally, just to take the cable out here and put the cable into the door from the inside. But the end of the cable is too long, and I didn't know how to fix that. So within reason, I could try to invent a way to kind of shorten the cable up a little bit. But anyway, for 25, 30 bucks, it was just easier to order the part, and there's a new part, so I'm gonna put this inside there. So this is just 2 screws in the top, or this goes in the top, and then yeah, that'll be in there. I'm gonna put a little WD-40 or some lubricant on here just to keep it good, and then I'll probably put a little bit. The cable's sliding nicely in here though, so that's good. And so the thing that was issue with the cable last time is this part that was in here, like this is about the length of my thumb. It's more than the length of my thumb on the other cable that I ordered. And since it's my first time doing it, I didn't know that was gonna be an issue, and I didn't know how to shorten the cable, because this just slides freely. So anyway, but when you get into this part in here, there is on the top side, it's just too hard to show from the inside, but there's a little clip that connects to, so someone has to keep this part in place, and there's a little clip that does it. It's you have to kind of feel for it, and you can get a flashlight in there if you need to, but so this part needs to be secured on the inside of the frame, and there's a little clip that holds this in place, and then this ball is able to move freely. So if you are digging into this on yourself, the clip is actually easy. Do not lose the clip. Be careful with it. You have to kind of pinch it together and then slide it back and forth, and then when you have this in there, then you go the other way and you kind of slide it back and it locks into place. Anyway, so those are the little things that you might have to deal with if you're tackling this yourself, but otherwise it's not a hard job. I just hope that this works, because yeah, if this doesn't work, then I have to go back to figuring out a different solution. All right, the moment of truth. So this is put back up, that's on there, bolt on top, bolt on bottom. That fit very securely inside there. That was actually easy. The hard part is maybe just reaching your hand back under there and getting the clip pressed back. So a lot of times when you're fixing cars, sometimes you just have to do things by feel. You can go down there with the flashlight. It was just very hard from this angle, and look at the clip. But yeah, sometimes you just have to kind of do things by feel and kind of press the clip in and pinch at the same time, and press and pinch. But anyway, yeah, so that does hold the little white piece together, and here's the test. So, okay, door is secure, and now when I go like this, we have a working door again. So yay, that wasn't too bad. Well, it took me a little bit, but so the lessons I learned with this, I have to put the panel back on, and yeah, all this stuff there, and put the panel back on. I kept everything together. The lessons I learned is I do recommend buying a few more. You don't have to, but these screws at the top, you do need to keep those. So maybe go to a hardware store and just get a few more. If you're at the hardware store already, Otherwise, you cannot lose these. These are very, very important on the top and the bottom. So keep those there. The other lesson I learned too was, instead of just buying the cables that goes back and forth, just spend extra money. It's only gonna be like whatever, maybe 20, 30 bucks, and get the whole new device for the top and the bottom. They were on Amazon. Type in whatever your car make and model, your van make and model, and then type in like, you know, side door left, upper, or whatever. And on Amazon they have the part, they literally circle the part, they circle the door and where the part is on the door. So just buy the new part. It was much easier. And you will need to have, mine had these little these little star ones. I actually had needed a 27, so I had to go to the hardware store and buy a 27. So find out which ones you need first, and that fit inside the little bolt. Find out which ones you need, which number you need first. In this case, mine was a 27. 25 did not fit, 30 did not fit, and go from there. Otherwise, a screwdriver, I didn't really have to use. I did use this, but unfortunately my bottom one got stripped out, and then I had to drill through the screw to get it out of there. But anyway, that is how I fixed it. So it actually wasn't too bad. I'm gonna put this back on here, make it all look pretty, get all this stuff put away, and we're good to go. So once again, I have a working van door.